students, we're on 610's problem of the day. We're going to decide if these two statements are true or false. If they are false, we have to give a counter example, an example that says why it's false, okay? So the first one says the sum of the three consecutive numbers is an even number. The sum of three consecutive numbers is an even number. Consecutive means one after the other. And the second one is if the product of two factors is divisible by 8, then at least one of the factors must be divisible by 8. Let's see if these are true or false. Go ahead and press pause. Okay, we are trying to see if this is true or false. So I'm going to start with three consecutive numbers. Let's try 1 plus 2 plus 3. Sum means I'm adding. Consecutive means they have to go one after the other. And it says that I should get an even number when I add these together. Let's see, 1 plus 3 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6. So far that seems true. Let's try 3 more consecutive numbers. How about 4 plus 5 plus 6? Okay, 4 plus 5 is 9, and 9 plus 6 is 15. That is not an even number. So we've proven that this is actually false, that the sum of any three consecutive numbers isn't necessarily an even number. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, okay? Let's try number 2. If the product, okay, so product means an answer to a multiplication problem, of two factors is divisible by 8, then at least one of the factors must be divisible by 8, okay? So if I take any two numbers, and the product, the answer is divisible by 8. So for instance, let's see. Well, I'm gonna do 8 times 8. I know that that's 64, okay? And it says that if the product, the answer of two factors is divisible by 8, is that divisible by 8? Yes, I could divide that by 8. Then at least one of those factors is divisible by 8. Well, yes, those are both divisible by 8. Let me think of another number that is divisible by 8. So I'm going to think of my 8s. I have 8, 16, 24, 32. Stop there. Let's think about numbers that equal 32, right? I know that 32 is 8 times 3. I know that 32 is divisible by 8. I can divide that by 8. But 3 is not divisible by 8. So I believe that this is also false, because just because two factors equal something that's divisible by 8 doesn't necessarily mean that both those factors can be divided by 8. Sometimes they can, sometimes they can't. So it's false.